Princess Eleanor refuses to be broken by her cruel husband, Prince James, despite his attempts to humiliate her. Though outwardly defiant, Elie harbors a deep-seated fear of revealing her true identity, a secret that could cost her her life. James remains unconvinced by her explanation for her sudden beauty, consumed by suspicion and a lingering desire. Will Elie be able to maintain her facade and keep her true identity hidden from the increasingly suspicious Prince James? What will happen if James discovers the truth about Elie's past? Will Elie ever find a way to escape her abusive marriage and find true happiness? What is the true nature of James's obsession with Elie's beauty, and how will it ultimately affect their relationship? Will Elie ever find a way to expose the truth about Nerissa's role in her poisoning?
Elie was appalled. There was no way Nerissa was deserving of the Royal Highness title. She was not a queen or princess. If she agreed to call Nerissa by that title, it would only reinforce the idea that Nerissa deserved to be higher up in the kingdom than Elie. There was no way Elie was going to let that happen. Elie glared up at Prince James from the cold, hard ground. Nerissa is no princess. I will never go against the customs of this house and use the wrong title. I honor this family and the rules laid out for us. James scoffed. You and your rules, always hiding behind them. Elie had used the house rules during the royal mistress ceremony as well to help win some of the noble people over to her side. James clenched his fists, thinking about how his beloved Nerissa had been made to kneel. He continued, Me? I don't care about the rules. I only care about punishing you and your family for what you've done to me. Elie could feel she was weakening significantly, but she had to keep strong. Elie realized these were moments that would be important when she was queen. She would remember how strong, resilient, and brave she was in the face of evil. James didn't like that confident look in her face and pushed it away. Don't look at me like that. But Elie continued to smile to herself. James looked at her with disgust. What's wrong with you? You weren't like this before. In the past, you were weak, and when you looked at me, you always trembled like a frightened deer. But now... Now what? You don't seem to care about me at all. Elie could see she was finally getting under his skin. He was actually getting scared of her. It was time to dig further into her words. You're right, she said. I couldn't care less about you. His face reddened with fury for a moment before finally releasing his grip on her. Enough. I'm done with you. I hope you've learned your lesson. With that, he turned to leave. Just as he walked off in the distance, she shouted at him, I hope you've learned yours. You will never break me. As she said it, she exerted the last bit of strength she had left. She had held out as long as she could until it was too much. And that's when Elie fainted. Sir Lawrence looked at Elie lying unconscious and then up at the prince. I'll call the witch doctor to tend to her. You will do no such thing. Sir Lawrence looked worried. But, Your Highness, we always call the witch doctor after lashings. She could bleed out and die. Prince James didn't look back. Let her fend for herself. Your Highness, her father is the advisor to the king. If she dies, he will ask questions. How will we answer? She belongs to me. I am punishing her as I see fit. If I have a bad dog that I don't punish, it will continue to misbehave. It's the same here. Now, if the bad dog dies from its punishment, whose fault is it? If she dies from the wounds of her punishment, are we really to blame? Sir Lawrence nodded obediently. Drag her back to her room and then let God decide whether she lives or dies.
Elie lay unconscious, her fate hanging in the balance. Had James truly intended to kill her? Or was this a calculated act of cruelty, a way to break her spirit without fully crossing the line? Sir Lawrence, burdened by his obedience, watched as Elie was dragged away, the weight of his silence heavy on his conscience. Would Elie awaken, or would she succumb to her injuries? And if she did survive, what would become of her? Would she be forever broken by this experience, or would she rise from the ashes, stronger and more determined than ever, to defy James and reclaim her rightful place. The fate of Elie, and perhaps the kingdom itself, hung precariously in the balance.
Hey, I'm Princess Eleanor. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of Royal Stitches.